receipts. This your girl is C. I be dropping this heat. I've been studying astrology since I was 19. When you get a response to my channel, and I bet you won't leave.
All right, you guys. Good to all my good morning to all my ZodiacTea sippers out there. So today we're gonna do a little digging on A1 and Lyrica. I'm not gonna go as deep because for most part we all know or whatever about their dramatic filled relationship, but I just want to kind of like bring light to the situation. So we're gonna sip some tea on Lyrica and A1. Get their little board set up. Let's see. All right, so basically Lyrica was born 12/18/1988, making her a Sagittarius dragon, and her birth cards is a King of Hearts and the Two of Diamonds. Okay, so she's very good at money deals, business negotiations, and financial partnerships. And she's a King of Hearts, so incarnation in this particular life path, she is here to master her emotions, okay, and become a master of her emotions. That's what the King of Hearts are here to learn, okay. And they're really, when you have a King of Hearts card and you're a woman, it just makes the woman a little bit more masculine, and also the woman will cater more to her children rather than her husband or her boyfriend, okay. All right, so A1, we have, he is born July 6, 1987, making him a Cancer rabbit. His cards are Jack of Clubs and the Nine of Diamonds. So basically, you know, he is witty, weird, intelligent, and sort of corny. And that Nine of Diamonds indicates that he's going to take a lot of financial losses in this particular lifetime. The Jack of Clubs indicate that he can be a good liar. Okay, he does have some good sex. Jack of Clubs do that. And also Jack of Clubs, they have access to millions of dollars throughout their lifetime. They're very good in bed, but they can be very manipulative, and they can play mind games. That's the bad side of a Jack of Clubs energy. Okay, so now we're dealing with a Sagittarius and a Cancer. Now, this is basically really a no-go in astrology. So there's other things that's intertwined as far as the other aspects that can make this work. I am not saying that a Sagittarius and a Cancer can't work. It's just not really favorable by the astrology guides and the stars, okay? The Crab and the Archer is a strange mix. It's like the caution of a watery Cancer, sensitive with that blunt awareness of the Sagittarius, you know? So the Sagittarius self-confidence does inspire a Cancer to show some of its own, okay? See really quickly that the key to getting along is putting up with the major differences in this relationship as far as your personality. At first glance, the Cancer's need for clear definition of home seems to conflict with the adventurous streak that's embedded in the deep soul of the Sagittarius, okay? Yet the Cancer can tire of that life, you know, of their home front, being home all the time. And sometimes the crab can pack up a bag or whatever the case may be and go on adventurous trips with his Sagittarius or whatever the case may be. People can be surprised to learn that the Sagittarius may tire of life on the road, of moving from one place to another, and maybe, you know, can settle down with that Cancer, whatever the case may be. It's all about what they're willing to do to make things work when you get a Sagittarius and a Cancer together. One of the games that can play in a relationship is jump into crazy ass conclusions, okay? The both of these together, they have their energy to just jump to crazy conclusions without even thinking about things logically and rationally, okay? They may be annoyed by their partner's excessive criticism of their ideas, because the Cancer can get real moody, and the Sagittarius don't have time for the negativity, and they can just throw up their arms in disgust and walk the other way. They can really detest being discounted in this type of manner, especially if they're really trying to pursue a goal that the other don't agree with. They may not take the time to understand why that their partner needs to pursue a certain goal. They might not communicate much about their personal ambitions with each other. There's a tendency to take their partner too lightly, even if they feel like, you know, after a while, it's like they try to step on each other's toes as far as what they should do. is a cardinal sign. They're more fixed or whatever. So it's like they could be more bossy, and like they feel like the Sagittarius is too risky. Okay, so that's a little bit on the basics of a Sagittarius and a Cancer. But they have other influence. A dragon dealing with a rabbit. That dragon could overpower the rabbit. Yes, Lyrica can overpower little bitty rabbit. Okay, and in this relationship, I've done like the little other underlines of the relationship, as far as like they had that big rumor where she slept with Safari. I looked into her cards, and yes, honey, she had an affair. She stepped out first on day, and when he decided to step back, that's when she went full fugazi on him. Okay, like in the theatrics. Okay, so she stepped out first. Basically, I'm going to talk about how they love, and basically this is a love profile based on your birthday. So Lyrica's birthday is December 18, 1988. So basically, she's not really looking for attraction. Okay, so when Lyrica gets in a relationship, they're not really looking for the guy with the six-pack. Okay, they're really looking for a helpmate in life, a helpmate in their adult life, because they're so busy thinking about the big future, and they do want the kids and the businesses and the success. They want someone that's going to keep them on their toes, and they also want their partner to be very, very, very busy. Okay, so if you are lazy, stay away from Lyrica, because she ain't going to put up with you. These are very powerful, headstrong type of females. Okay, stand-up guy who is down for the ride and also down for a lot of adventures. Okay, they can be very argumentative. She take this in her love relationships. Very catty, very argumentative, because she have a strong sense of justice. Okay, they do have relationships in their life that will be fated to fail, because they have fixed attitudes about love and what should love bring them. And when this happiness is not being met, they turn sour and they get bitchy and they get naggy, or whatever the case may be. So they have to learn how to bend that fixed, stubborn attitude, and they stuck on their fixed principles that they have when it comes to love or whatever, because deep down they have a hidden affection that that don't really get met by men. And when it's not given to them, first of all, they're not gonna tell a dude, you know, what needs to be done. They just want the dude to kind of have like a sixth sense to do it. And when he's not doing it, that's when all that dramatic come in, and then she'll try to look for that elsewhere, even if she's in a relationship. Okay, so it's like if a dude ain't doing it and somebody else showing it, she gonna be all giggly goo eye or whatever at the text messages with the little heart eyes or whatever the case may be. Okay, so that's how she living. Let's see how A1 living. A1, based on his birthday, July 6, 1987. These people are in love. They have a strong mental approach and fixed mental attitudes toward love as well. They do need all of your love unconditionally and forever. They want a solid, faithful home life. They want a home and a family and nice furniture. Now, in their younger days, they were very promiscuous in their younger days, okay? But if you are faithful to them, they will give you the world, okay? You can still be busy and you can be doing you, long as you keep the house clean or whatever the case may be, and cook him some food or whatever, because he a Cancer rampant. He is stuck to you like glue forever. He just don't want the betrayal. They love to have someone to talk to, and they prefer someone who is smart and witty, and they could see marriage as a job and tell them many responsibilities. They are destined to have that one karmic marriage in their life that will teach them the responsibilities of family and love, and they have to contend with an ill health of a loved one or them themselves. Okay, so honestly, I'm thinking karmic marriage that he had to go through in his life, because these people, based on their birthday, have that one karmic marriage. I'm thinking Lyrica was it, honey. Okay, I'm thinking she was that karmic lesson that he had to go through in this particular life. Now I'm going to show you guys their energy chart. We did how they love. I'm going to show you the energy. All right, so now looking at the energy chart, the moon in your and two people's birthdays compatibility planetary energy lineup is: Moon is your emotional support, Venus is love and pleasure factor, Mars is arguments and good sex, Jupiter is the money factor. Saturn is who wants to wear the pants in the family, the restrictions, the burden, who wants to be the teacher or who has to be the teacher. Pluto is the person that can pull that darkness out of you so you can learn your lessons and come to the light. Is the friendship factor, and cosmic is a lot of the lessons that you have to go through to get to the happy point. And they don't have any cosmic rewards, but they definitely have a lot of cosmic lessons. Okay, number one, the moon. They don't have any moon connections. So when they're going through it, they don't know how to be there for each other emotionally. They're not emotionally connected. Venus, they do have 3, but it's 2 coming towards Lyrica from A1 and 1 going to A1. So it's safe to say that A1 actually loves Lyrica slightly more than she loved him. They got a whopping 5 connections, okay? It's 2 going towards Erica from A1 and 3 going to A1. So A1 really easily agitated her. They both sexually satisfied each other, but A1 just agitated Lyrica a little bit more. Just 1 more, but it's just the fact that it is more. You want to look at who's getting on each other's nerves more. You understand what I'm saying? So it's there. They both agitated each other, but hey, they just, he agitated her a little bit more. I guess agitated her to the point where she had to go, out and have an affair or whatever. And then I already read her love profile, how she loves. She's a Sagittarius dragon. She's already a feisty, fiery type of woman. And if she ain't getting what she got to get at the house, she get it in the streets, okay? Jupiter is all about the money factor. It's mutual, so nobody was trying to financially take advantage of no one in this particular relationship. They have 2 and it's mutual, 1 going each way. Saturn, the arguments again, but who's going to wear the pants in the family, who's trying to be the teacher, who is very critical of each other. Saturn has a lot to do with being critical of the partner. I don't like the way you wear them shoes. I don't like when you wear a button down. Now, she should have been telling him, I don't like the way you wear that nail polish. But anyway, they had 1 going each way, so it's not really major there. And the Pluto connection, they only had 1 Pluto connection, and A1 is Lyrica's Pluto. Okay, so he had the power to transform her darkness. Maybe she didn't want to see that and go into the light or whatever. I don't know what really made her do the stepping out, which it is true that she stepped out first. And like I said, she the way she loved is all in to how she loved. She wasn't getting it from him. He was at the studio all day probably, so hey, it is what it is. But when she saw him, she saw Pluto. You know what I'm saying? So she had to go through that darkness to just learn whatever lessons that she had to learn for her soul's journey, okay? Cosmic, they had a lot, okay? Got a whopping 6 connections, and it's mutual. 3 going her way, 3 going his way. They basically were in a relationship to just teach each other lessons. This is really not a good spread because, there's no moon. There's too much of cosmic going on. There's too many lessons to be learned, and they agitate each other. It's more Mars than Venus. I will always rather more Venus than Mars. That's just me personally for a successful relationship. Okay, now we're going to go back to the first chart. Woohoo. Is it going to stay up? All right, so like I said, we have Lyrica, King of Hearts with a 2 of Diamonds, and we have A1 is the 9 of Diamonds and a Jack of Clubs. When we add up their cards, you get a card energy. And I didn't do the perspectives for these 2 because I just did how they was jointly together. Did I do the perspectives? If I did, I will share it with you guys. Okay. When you add up 2 people's birthday, you get card energies, okay? So from Lyrica and A1's relationship and their unionship total. We got a Jack of Hearts, a Jack of Diamonds, a 9 of Spades, and a King of Spades. Now that King of Spades says a lot. It's a royal card, and it's a spiritual card. So it's like the relationship is spiritually inclined. They have the power to do whatever they want and overcome all the obstacles in a relationship, and they can get over it. Okay, so it's no matter what they do or what person took or what action someone has done, they have the power to make it work from a spiritual nature, and it can be very powerful. But what makes it worse a little bit to me, that 9 of spade, because even though they have to make things work, the 9 of spade indicate that it's going to be a cycle with these people. Make up, break up, make up, break up. It's just, that's all they do. When you have this card in a relationship pattern, it is what it is when it comes to that. And that's what type of relationship they are into, because the 9 of spades is definitely one of the elements of their relationship. And it's like they're bound to make up and break up, make up and break up. And they also can transform each other. That's the positives of a 9 of spades. Also life transformation, and maybe if they were like bad people before, maybe like in this relationship they can learn to transform themselves to be a better person. But also that 9 of spades is a huge factor in the relationship pattern of making up and breaking up. Jack of diamonds and Jack of hearts. When you come with the jacks, basically it's going to be a lot of immaturity. See, the jacks is right at the entry level of the royal kingdom. They're the babies. You know, they got the jack, then you raise up to the queen, then you raise up to the king. So they had jack level. So it was a lot of emotional trickery and money trickery relationship. They spent too much here, spent too much there. And the emotions, they played on each other emotions a lot, playing mind games with each other, sort of like the Jack of clubs, but playing with each other emotions as far as the Jack of hearts. Jack of hearts also represents sacrifices. So in this relationship, it was going to be a lot of sacrifices to even just be together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really kind of sad when you think about it. This is really not good for a relationship, you guys. We're looking at sacrifices. We're looking at games being played. We're looking at money being played. We're looking at the makeup and breakup cycle. And even though we got that king of spades, like I said, you still have the 9 of spades. Now, if the king is there and we took that, that would be beautiful without the 9 of spades. Because you can overcome them little, stop playing mind games with each other and playing with each other emotions and the sacrifices. You can overcome that. But that is inevitable in a relationship based on their birthdays. Okay, I'm trying to look at... Gotta find Lyrica card. This is more proof in the pudding that Lyrica was the one out here creeping. Because I'm going to do her perspective. I did do it, you guys. I thought I didn't do it, but I did. I'm about to line up her perspective. And let's see. Hold on. Not finished. Not finished. I'm going to give all the tea. If I'm going to get a tea, I'm going to give it all. Hold on one second. I'm trying to find a king of diamonds because she had that in her lineup, you guys. Yes, there it goes. So, this is what Lyrica got out the relationship. And we're going to look at the eyes of this through Lyrica's eyes. So, basically, she saw A1, the 2 of diamonds. Or I can network with him. Or I can make some money. I can make, good business dealings with him. With that 2 of diamonds. Then she had the king of diamonds. Oh, he can be a good father or good man. He could definitely provide. Even if it wasn't about love, she definitely saw him as a provider. Like, I'm pretty sure he'd have popped her off, took her shop and things of that nature. And when she looked at him, that's what she saw. Or whatever the case may be. We see Jack of and cheating. So, yes, she cheated on the boy. Sorry to say it like that, but honey, it is what it is. You did what you did, and that's how she looked at the relationship. And she could have got away with it if she wanted to, but how she got caught up was being on the damn show, if anything, because they was making a big old deal out of that situation. It was a couple of episodes. If she was going to come out and tell the truth, and everybody was getting in on the information, yeah, it was a lot going on with that. So, and the 9 of hearts. She changed her mind a lot about A1. Her feelings changed. Her feelings ended or whatever. For whatever he was doing, it was pissing her off for her to go out there and cheat anyway because she had a 9 of hearts going toward him. So she wasn't really emotionally there. She was probably there just for those finances, and she definitely cheated on him. And her feelings was changed, flip-flopping. it wasn't really flip-flopping, because flip-flopping is a 5 of hearts. Like, she just was dead with it. So her emotions became numb, and she just took advantage of the finances, or whatever the case may be. That's what it is. It is what it is. The cards don't lie. All right, so the 7 of spades, and what else he had? He also, right, that's sad too. Hold on. Because he also had, so his feelings stopped for her as well. It's crazy how the cards, they ain't gonna lie. You better book these readings and stop falling in love with these people. All right, so what his last card was. Okay, hold on, you guys. Normally I have all this together. All right, so let's see how A1 looked at Lyrica. A1 was like, okay, so she's good for business. I could see myself making some money with her. Like, we can get together and negotiate and go get this bag, or whatever the case may be. He definitely saw her potential in that aspect. The 7 of spades indicate that Lyrica, when you have a 7 of spades, the person that you're in a relationship with can possibly make you ill, like, as far as like stress, like they really stressing the person out. And also the 7 of spades can be like she probably burnt him with an STD. Sorry to say, but like when you have these you have a 7 of spades, the person could definitely do that, and I don't think he would expose her on national TV or on the show or whatever. That's probably why he got mad in the media or something. But when you have a 7 of spades coming from the female or whatever, yes, it's like he easily agitated her. She easily agitated him, and she caused work and health problems, probably burnt them a few times, and like really got on his nerves with that 7 of spades. The 9 of hearts indicated like shit. He was like, once she betrayed his trust and cheated on him, I felt like, outside of a 9 of hearts, let me tell you something. That means when you're in a relationship and 9 of hearts come up, that means you are definitely can be a power couple, but you're supposed to be doing something for the community, like opening up charities and things of that nature, okay? So, but as far as the feelings toward the person personally, no, it's like, it's not going to really be there because it's a 9. So it's something that person is going to do to piss you off, and the feelings are going to be ended, shut down. In numerology, 9 means ending, lost, done. 5 of diamonds. Yep, just like I said, remember, from her perspective, she had the 2 of diamonds and the king, right? So why from his perspective, he got the 5? That means dealing with her, his money was definitely going up and down, and that's what the 5 of diamonds is. It's 5 in numerology is a roller coaster going up and down, and a lot of changes, and money is diamonds, dealing with the finances. And definitely, he wasn't really making mega bank dealing with her per se. So he could probably build his bank with someone else. All right, so that's how he looked at her, or whatever the case may be, and that's what he got out the relationship. Spending all this money on this heifer. She wind up getting on my nerves anyway. I ain't got no more feelings for her, whatever. The love is slightly there, but it's like more of a universal love, rather an intimate type of love. She probably burnt me a couple of times. I'm really pissed off with her, but overall, like the 2 of diamonds, it's good for business. They should have just been, in a studio, music together and being friends. But congratulations on baby Ocean. That's all I can say. That's a beautiful baby. And they brought that baby into this drama. Got a relationship reading before they got together. Last chart. Okay, when people get a relationship reading from me, I do a basic chart, and my standards is really from 0 to 10. From 1 to 10, it's good from 1 to 10. No one is really over a 7. It's like 7, 8s, 9s, and 10s. That's really rare, or whatever the case may be. So I had stopped my scale at 7, and I set my scale 424. Okay, that's just my personal scale. So with A1 was attracted to Lyrica, a whopping ass 6. So he really was attracted to her. But the drama, he felt that she bought 4.2. That's not good, because I feel like anything over a 2, get up, pack your bags, and leave. And all of this stuff going into this relationship, we already see the drama, the cheating, and all of that, and how the cards unfolded their relationship. Too much drama for you, my buddy. Way over 2. Get your bag. She ain't no good for you. Compatibility 1.5, meaning I'm not saying that that's really bad. 1.5, it could have been workable if the drama would have been down. Like, let's say the drama would have been 2. 1.5 would have been All right, but it's like really get out because the drama is high and y'all not really that compatible. They ain't meet my guidelines as far as that 4. Lyrica. Okay, Lyrica looked at A1 is attractive, 5.5. You know, she looked at him. That's above 4, but that drama, 3.5, child. Still a lot of drama, not good. Anything over a 2 for me, like I said, is out, done, bonito, bye. And the compatibility, how she looked at it, was a 1.5. Still not really good. My bar is set at 4. All right, you guys, I'm saying this stuff gets really real. I didn't want to really go too deep with their relationship or whatever, but just wanted to kind of like give you guys a aspect and a dig a little deeper or whatever. And not saying that Sagittarius and Cancers can't work. It's other factors to a relationship, okay? So if you want to book a reading with me, slide in my DMs. I hope you enjoyed this. Please sip, share, and subscribe. Deuces.